Looks like a few other people getting their seats here. So, good morning. Thank you for joining us here. I'm Doug Koh. I'm responsible for product marketing at Cohesity for our cloud products and solutions. And today I'm going to be talking about 5 common hybrid cloud backup and disaster recovery mistakes to avoid. I'll talk a little bit about how Cohesity can help you solve some of those problems and mistakes. And I'll also, in a few minutes, bring up 3 distinguished customers here and chat with them about their experiences around these areas and some of their experiences of how they help avoid or solve these issues. So before I dive straight into the presentation here, just a quick show of hands. How many of you guys do not back up your data in the cloud, on Azure, on Office 365, or AWS, or some of the other cloud providers? Just a show of hands. Okay, looks like about maybe 10 to 15% of you guys. So that's, you guys fell for the trap, but that's the first mistake, right? The first mistake is assuming that your cloud data is already backed up by the cloud provider. So this slide I pulled out straight from Microsoft's website. I know the fonts are a little small on the bottom, but basically the bottom here in the gray is the responsibility of the cloud provider. And what it shows there is they're really only responsible for the physical infrastructure, the data center, the host, the network, right? That's really where they draw the line in terms of what they'll take care of. And then really if you go up to the top, right, at the very top what you'll see is data governance, and that's really your responsibility as a customer, right? So it's really your responsibility to protect and manage your data and ultimately back it up. So that's really the first common mistake we see. I'm glad probably if I asked this question 2 or 3 years ago, probably half or more of the room would have put up their hands. They assume the cloud provider takes care of it for you. So I'm glad that at least that misnomer is changing. So the second one is around point solutions. So this is really due to the proliferation now of all the different technologies available, right? You guys still have a strong legacy environment on premises, right? Whether it be your Microsoft environment, whether it be your VMware environment, Oracle, SAP, it doesn't really matter. You still have a lot of that infrastructure in place, backup software, storage, files, and then you bolt on the cloud, right? You're using Azure, you might be using Office 365, you might be using other cloud providers as well too. And that really has created a lot of different silos of infrastructure, a lot of different silos of data, and ultimately has caused your data to be highly fragmented across all these different locations, all these different silos. So that is complex, right? That's difficult to manage. It's also inefficient. What we've seen is there's anywhere from 4 to 16 additional copies of data, which basically leads to a lot of waste. So it's costly, it's inefficient to have a lot of different point solutions that leads to mass data fragmentation. So the third mistake that we see, and this is a little bit more techy or technical, is really kind of going down to the snapshot level. And a lot of people think, oh, snapshots are cool, they're simple. And this started again in the on-prem world, right? A lot of you guys might be storage people as well, so you might be familiar with snapshots on your storage array, on your primary storage, right? The ability to take a point-in-time view of that data, right, and then be able to pull that data back at a later time. That's good, but again, it's on a single piece of hardware, right? And if you lost that piece of hardware, right, you lose that piece of data. So that's not enough, right, in the on-prem world. In the cloud world, they've also taken a similar concept around snapshots, right? You could take a snapshot when you set up a VM in the cloud and then have that store that snapshot in the cloud storage. That's very simple to set up, right, as you create a VM. But as you scale, as you have multiple cloud accounts, multiple users, you're going to have to manage those snapshots independently through different accounts. And again, that becomes very difficult to manage over time as you scale. So the fourth mistake we see is really what I call focusing on the backup, right, and forgetting about the recovery. And this is analogous to getting the best deal on your insurance policy, right, until the proverbial stuff hits the fan, and then that's really when you realize whether or not you can actually recover your data quickly or reliably as you can. And again, this is not all your fault, right? Part of it is the fact that there's still only 24 hours in the day, and realistically, there's only a small segment of that you can actually leverage as your backup window. But the amount of data continues to grow, right? Probably in the last 10 years, right? It continues to grow exponentially. So time has, the time for you to back up your data hasn't changed, but the amount of data you need to back up has and continues to grow. So definitely being able to back up your data quickly is important, but being able to recover it error-free, quickly, right, at the right granularity, at VM level, at the file level, find that data very quickly is becoming harder and harder, and that's why people kind of forget about, okay, how to actually recover this environment. Quick show of hands again. So kind of related to recovery is around DR. So quick show of hands, how many of you guys have a DR plan for disaster recovery? Good, looks like a good chunk. Keep those hands up. How many of you guys have tested that DR plan, say, in the last 6 months? Yeah, so less of you, right? So this is kind of what we see when we surveyed the industry as well. So surprisingly, even though most of you guys put up your hand, right, there's a small amount of you, what we've seen, about 5% don't have a plan at all, right? So that's really basically just going out there and hoping nothing bad happens, which, of course, we're here in Florida, and they get storms and hurricanes all the time. Second we saw is over 29%, right? So probably about what I saw out there, about a third of you have not tested that DR plan. So you might have it written down on paper, but you haven't tested it, so how are you going to know it's going to work? And because of that, what we've seen is over 34% have experienced outages because they were unable to fail over to the cloud or execute on a DR plan. So where should you be, right? Where do you want to get to? And what I'll say is, a lot of our customers, really the bigger vision is, okay, let's look at this, what we want to do in terms of managing our data throughout our life cycle, and how do we want to do this with the cloud in mind. So the first is really the ability to back up, right? You want to be able to back up your data. That data continues to grow, and it continues to grow in different places, on-prem and in the cloud. So you want to be able to back up everything, right? On-prem, in the cloud, SaaS, it doesn't really matter. Second is you want to be able to recover that data, right? For disaster recovery, right? If there's a disaster, or it could be, fat fingers, someone deleted something, right? You want to be able to recover that data very easily. And you also want to be able to move that data as you need to, right? So again, we're talking about cloud, so whether you're migrating data for a cloud migration or to switch between cloud vendors, right? That's a very important point. And lastly, right, I think kind of above and beyond having your data protected, having it backed up, right? Instead of having that data sit idle, right? A lot of people now want to be able to leverage that data, right, to gain business insights, to leverage it to find security breaches or prevent security breaches, or leverage it for other use cases. So this is really where Cohesity comes in, right? So for Cohesity, we really built a platform from the ground up that's built for the cloud and cloud native. So you could run it on any cloud provider, including Microsoft Azure, of course, as well as the other major cloud providers. And it's really designed to be super easy to scale, efficient, with class-leading efficiency. Second, it's really designed as a single platform, right, for all your use cases, all your different workloads, to provide universal protection. Again, whether it is your Microsoft, whether it is your VMware, whether it is AWS, Azure, Google, all those cloud-native apps, it doesn't really matter. And ultimately, we've designed this to be a single platform, single user interface, right, across multi and hybrid cloud, allowing you to spend less time managing your data, managing your infrastructure, and giving you back that time to innovate and giving you access to that data so your developers, your data scientists can leverage that data to innovate as well. So let's just talk a little bit more about our platform and go through some of the capabilities here. So the first aspect of our platform is it is software defined. So we are a software company. So no longer do you need to worry about different hardware platforms and whatnot. We support all the major platforms. We have strategic partnerships with HPE and Cisco, and we run on a variety of other hardware vendors. So again, when you're looking on your on-prem deployments, right, you can run it on any hardware you want. But we also, as I said, we run on any of the cloud providers as well. So it makes it very simple for you to decide where and how you deploy Cohesity and what you want to back up. If you're deploying on-prem and you want to create hybrid cloud or leverage hybrid cloud, again, we have native integration that makes it very simple for you to move data to the cloud from on-premises. So again, we leverage those cloud-native APIs without any additional hardware or software, right, to allow you to easily move data back and forth. We're a web scale platform that's built from the ground up, based on a scale-out file system. I don't have time to double click into that, but what I'll say is it's designed to scale to multiple petabytes. We've recently won a lot of large customers in this multi-petabyte scale that's bought millions of dollars or tens of millions of dollars of our software to manage multiple petabytes of their data. Data itself, again, from an enterprise class standpoint, is encrypted, both at rest and in flight, allowing you to address the right security and right compliance requirements you may have. We're also super efficient, right? You guys may have heard of data dedupe and compression. Well, we take that to the next level, allowing you to do global dedupe across the entire cluster, across different domains. So you're not just deduping within one application domain, for example. It allows you to really reduce your cloud footprint and your cloud storage costs. We also provide instant search. So this is super cool. Again, you could deploy Cohesity on-prem in the cloud across different cloud providers. You could search across all of that, right? So it's like finding the needle in the haystack in some cases, right? And that allows you to quickly find the data you need to recover and do it in a very fast manner. So let's talk a little bit about the platform and how we deliver protection across hybrid and multi-cloud. So again, it's managing data across hybrid and multi-cloud, so a single data platform. You can move data very easily, right, for data mobility, so you don't need to worry about lock-in, whether it's, again, on-prem with your hardware vendor or in the cloud between the different cloud providers. And we've built the platform, right, to address the whole data lifecycle, from backup to DR to innovation. So let's double-click and look at some of the different backup solutions or different backup use cases that we do, both, again, from on-prem hybrid as well as from a cloud-only standpoint. So in the on-prem world, most of you guys, again, back up your on-prem infrastructure today. What we do is we really kind of take that to the next level, right? We provide very simple backup of your on-prem environment, again, your VMware, Microsoft, it doesn't matter. And then we make it very easy for you to archive and move that data to the cloud, again, with native integration. So you could choose to say, anything older than 30 days, right, automatically move that to the cloud. Could be, again, your cloud provider of choice, Azure Blobs, Amazon S3 or Glacier. It doesn't really matter. And it does it very easily. So what you'll hear from some of our customers today is how easily they have been able to replace their tape archives and tape backups leveraging our technology, because it's super simple. The other use case is around storage. So we also have the capability to run our platform as a storage device or a file share. So you're able to take, use it for disk storage or flash storage on-prem, and then archive or tier your old data to the cloud directly. So again, a super cool way. And what we see is, again, some of our customers are looking at, going to primary storage, tiering to Cohesity, and then tiering to the cloud. So you can kind of have a three-tier system of your data storage. Now, in terms of the cloud itself, right, that was the first question I asked you guys, how many of you guys are backing up your cloud? We have a variety of options here, right, in terms of backing up infrastructure as a service, right? So that's your Azure VMs, your AWS EC2 instances, your Google Compute nodes, right? This allows you a simple way, and we actually have several methods that we go into depending on how you deploy and how you want to store the data, different options to back up your IaaS. Second is around SaaS, right? So again, big deal here at Ignite, right? Microsoft 365, Office 365. So we do support backups of Office 365, OneDrive, and Exchange Online, right? So that allows you to back up your Microsoft and Office 365 environment above and beyond the standard retention periods that they provide. So if you guys didn't know, right, by default it's about 30 days, right? Again, depending on the service. This allows you to choose the retention period you need. We got a couple customers here that work for law firms, right? 30 days of keeping your data is not enough for a lot of customer cases and law cases. So having that flexibility to control your data retention policies is super important. Now let's talk about disaster recovery. So with DR, right, there's several ways you can do DR with Cohesity. So one way is really around leveraging our archive capability itself. So this allows you to take the data from our archive data and rebuild your entire environment with it. So a super simple way, but it takes a little bit longer because you need to rebuild the system. Second is leveraging our Cloud Spin technology. And that is ability for us to take an on-prem VM like a Hyper-V or a VMware VM, automatically convert that into the cloud format, so again, into Azure VM or into AWS EC2 instance, and automatically spin that up. So that's super cool because, for example, I know Microsoft right now is phasing out, right, the Windows and SQL 2008 platform as end of support. However, if you're able to migrate that to the cloud, right, they'll extend your support for another 3 years. So that's a super interesting use case our customers are using, both for DR as well as migrating some of their legacy workloads to the cloud. And the last one is our data platform. So you could run our entire data platform in the cloud, and that's going to give you the highest granularity and the fastest recovery times to spin up your environment, basically in a matter of minutes. Now, with all that said, right, I mentioned the whole thing around DR testing. Well, that's all fine and good if you can move the data, but you also want to orchestrate the whole process, right? So what we've also done is we put out an application called Runbook, which allows you to basically automate and orchestrate the whole DR process. And what that's allowed customers to do is basically capture that and create that whole workflow through a visual canvas and visual interface, very much like Visio. Allow them to validate each step of that workflow, so ensure your network environment's set up correctly, ensure your VMs are set up correctly, and then actually execute the whole DR failover. So actually run the DR and failover. So that ensures that your DR works every time and basically ensures that you don't need to test it, or it makes it easy to test your DR environment. All right, so the last point that I wanted to make was, again, consolidating everything on one platform, making it easier to manage so you have more time and more resources to innovate. So there's two steps to that. One is kind of reducing the time and management and operational overhead. The other aspect to innovate is actually making that data available, right? So the way we do that is, there's several ways. One of the common ways that our customers leverage us is, as I mentioned earlier, as a file share through our Smart Files capabilities. And that allows you to have an enterprise class file share, to replace your Windows Server or your on-prem NetApp or Isilon, right? And provide those file services, at a much higher level, both in the cloud and on premises. And again, the ability to go from primary to secondary to cloud to create a 3-tier system for your files. The second is around dev and test, right? So we have the capability here to quickly spin up. So you have your backup data sitting there. We can actually take that, spin up kind of these zero-cost clones for your developers, right, in a sandbox if they want a sandbox to test against, or your QA teams to test against. So that's an easy way to leverage that data that's normally sitting idle. And the last one, which is truly unique to the Cohesity platform, is our ability to not only consolidate the data, right? You can think about, we've consolidated all your data from cloud, from on-premises onto one location. But we also have the capability to actually run the apps on our platform too. So that's really cool because I think we heard in the keynotes yesterday about all the data warehouse capabilities. So this is kind of like bringing the data warehouse straight to your data, right? So you could run your analytics and get new business insights, or you could run different apps on top. So we have people that are running, say your security frameworks, right? You're checking for ransomware, checking for vulnerabilities, checking for viruses. You could run all that directly on the Cohesity platform. So, in summary, right, we've really designed a platform that addresses your entire data management lifecycle, right, from backup to DR to making that data available for you to innovate. It's a cloud native and super efficient platform, right? We've designed this platform to provide universal protection across hybrid and multi-cloud, and it's also ultimately simple to manage, allowing you to innovate more. So if I was to sum up and kind of look at the 5 mistakes I talked about earlier, right? Number 1, we help back up that cloud data, right, that you assume is already backed up. We consolidate, right, all the silos from multi-cloud and hybrid cloud and on-prem, right, onto one data platform. We consolidate and unify snapshots, again, from both storage devices as well as in the cloud to make it much more simple and easy to manage. And really, we allow you to design for both backup and recovery, right? So you have the ability to recover anywhere, right, with Cohesity because we're a global platform. And we have a lot of capabilities around fast granular restores and instant mass restores. So you could recover whatever you need quickly and with the granularity you need. And finally, from a DR testing standpoint, right, we do have an automated environment that allows you to orchestrate and automate the whole DR process so you can ensure your DR failovers and your failbacks work every time. So with that, I would like to bring up our customer panel. So we'll have Julian Simpson from Denton's, Sean Gifford from Illinois Mutual, and Carl Holzhauer from Shoemaker, Loop, and Kendrick join us. And we'll talk a little bit about their experiences. All right. Thanks, guys, for joining us. And I see there's a lot of people out here. So, I guess my first question to you guys is, maybe just a quick introduction of yourself and your company, and maybe just a quick overview about your IT environment.
So, like I said, my name's Carl Holzhauer, law firm-based technology kind of thing. We 7 locations across the eastern U.S. Been on Cohesity now for about a year and a half, and have seen some really good things out of it, like you mentioned earlier. So,
Sean Gifford. I'm the IT infrastructure lead at Illinois Mutual. We're a life insurance company, been around over 100 years, and we have a infrastructure with 2 data centers, one at our primary HQ and one at an offsite colo, and we do a replication between those.
Hi, I'm Julian Simpson. I am the global cloud architect for Denton's. We're the largest law firm in the world, and I'm going to be talking about our deployment in the EMEA region, which consisted of 15 sites and a few on-prem data centers.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe I'll start with you, Julian. Kind of you guys tell the audience kind of where you started with your cloud strategy and kind of where do you see it going?
So when we started, we had not yet kicked off our cloud strategy. We started deploying in April this year, and the first thing we did was we leveraged Azure storage accounts for our archive requirements, so it was actually our first step in there. We found that to be extremely efficient. One of the things I've liked about the product is that you use the archive tier, the blob storage, and it will enable it automatically. And when you're doing restores, it will reinflate, even though it's a 15-hour process, but it's all automated and it's still easier than finding a tape in a warehouse.
Sean, how about you?
So the best way to describe our cloud strategy at Illinois Mutual is tiptoeing in the water in a lot of different ways. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. I've been at the company for 4 years, and my infrastructure manager also is a little over that. And we both come from organizations that have seen cloud rollouts go bad. So we're trying to take a little bit more measured approach. We are now doing also our replications out to Azure, sending things to cool storage there, and that's been working really well in the past few months. And then we have a number of little SaaS offerings and whatnot.
Carl?
So we're kind of in the same boat, very measured, very slow steps. Like Sean, we're using the archive to go to AWS for cold storage and let us do DR and testing up there.
Cool. So, again, a question maybe to all you guys. What kind of set you guys forth maybe a year or a few years ago when you start looking at Cohesity to really change your backup and your data management strategy? What are some of the pain points? Or I mentioned a few, obviously, but what are some of the things you guys saw that make you want to make a change?
So our biggest problem was we had more than one backup solution, and that becomes a problem where you have to guess or look up where all your data is at, and that's not fun. We had backup windows for Exchange that would run 25 to 45 hours, which is a problem because you can't catch up. Cohesity has solved those by having a single point. Helios lets you manage multiple clusters at once, which is great for us across 7 locations. Exchange backups went down to 25 minutes, not 25 hours. So that's been a big help for us.
Yeah, pretty similar in that way too. We had replication times between our 2 main data centers that were just not able to keep up with our previous solution. But more to the point, we had also between those 2 data centers, we had a limited bandwidth pipe between them, and we would try and replicate within that. Maybe take SQL as an example. We'd be doing SQL mirroring plus our backend primary storage plus our data protection, all replicating basically the same data set, and we just couldn't keep up. So we really needed something to consolidate that.
Our primary driver was cost. We used a managed service provider, which would charge us on front-end data. We ended up not protecting all of our virtual machines and just really focusing on the data, which doesn't protect us at all as far as continuity, because it would take us months to rebuild some of those applications. And now I think we protect about 2.5 times the amount of virtual machines. We really leverage Helios, so we've got that single orchestrator to be able to manage all 15 appliances, and we have less than half an FTE to manage all of our backups across all of our sites, which has been big savings. We're going to get ROI within a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's it's costly to protect your data. So there's a lot of ways that we can help in terms of reducing the cost and TCO and ROI on the platform. And that's really cool. So I know I pretense this presentation with 5 of the most common mistakes people run into, right, with hybrid cloud backup and disaster recovery. I know maybe some of you guys may have run into some of those issues before. Maybe on the DR side. So I know, Sean, you mentioned you had some experiences around that. So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. So June 9th, day that'll live in infamy for many of us at Illinois Mutual. We got the dreaded call at 11 p.m. on a Sunday night, and as it turned out, I'll spoil the surprise. It was a power issue in our data center. Of course, we had multiple paths for all sorts of things, but one thing we hadn't yet implemented, because of course it was on the 2020 budget, was a split path on our power. So we had a data center UPS that was still a single point of failure. So the circuit going into the back of the UPS melted, and everything went down. So we had to go through that multi-day process to get everything up. Cohesity was very instrumental in helping get things up and running on the other side, and frankly, it went a lot smoother than I really thought it would, because we were able to get VMs restored. The few that were not set to replicate very well on the primary storage, and overall we lost less than a business day, getting things up and running for the company.
Cool. Now, Carl or Julian, you guys have any similar experiences or other challenges?
I can't top that, so that's a good thing. We used to use Cohesity to help us with our DR. We have a third-party product that does replication for us up to 8 seconds, and we use Cohesity replication to help us actually seed that data. So we replicate between two data centers, restore the backup, and say, here, use this point, and it just works.
Makes sense.
And probably something we're about to talk about, but as far as for SIFs, shares, being able to replicate in the cloud is something which we're looking to be able to achieve and to be able to restore instantly in those type of environments from an on-prem NAS failure.
So let's talk about that a little bit more, right? So I alluded a little bit around our storage capabilities and our smart files capabilities to do file sharing through NFS, SMB. So tell us how how you guys are leveraging that as well too, or how you may be looking to.
For us, let's take over a minute. We have Cohesity being used as a target for a SIF share or SMB share. So we're running compute on our main compute cluster and using storage on Cohesity to not put all the weight on our SSD SAN, which wouldn't be worthwhile as far as costs.
For us, we ran most of our files through DFS replication in the past, and we're still running it for some things, but Cohesity has allowed us to start moving some things off of that, and we're pretty happy to find out, especially with the addition of the capabilities for Helios and Smart Files, that we were able to really not lose anything and keep it as a completely seamless transition for our users. If any of you use, DFS namespaces, you know that you can just put your domain name / a share, and have different backend places for that. We were able to just add a SharePoint off of a Cohesity view that originated as just a file system, file server backup, and you can just restore that view straight into or restore the backup straight into a view and have a NAS up and running. It actually has been more efficient for us too, and some of our permissions issues have gotten smoother, and that our Mac users in our marketing department, et cetera, now can get the benefit of Linux and NTFS permissions on the same set of files. It's actually been nice.
Yeah, from our perspective, we purchased a product for the primary requirement of backups, and once we saw we had 12 petabytes of backups on the systems and we weren't even using 50%, we were like, okay, let's start moving all of this data from our primary storage, which we no longer needed, as primary storage is our largest cost in infrastructure. So we keep piling more and more data on, and we're having trouble just pushing it past 50%, so it's like, yay, free storage.
Yeah, so I assume Julian, that's, you guys had used 50% probably because I'm guessing you were actually getting more dedupe than you expected, right, in compression?
Because in my experience with buying storage, I always get promised everything when it comes to dedupe and compression, and every time I'm bitterly disappointed, so it's been one of those refreshing times when it actually does come true.
Yeah.
I'm going to add to that one of the pieces that my company's been looking for in the dedupe and compression is that we oftentimes couldn't make the best use of it because, voila, we have to encrypt our volumes. So with the Cohesity file system, it actually gives fully integrated, FIPS compliant encryption for all those volumes, and still dedupes and compresses really well. So we've been really impressed. I mean, frankly, now our secondary storage is compressing a lot better overall than our primary storage. So.
Yeah, and just to add to that again, I think with our cloud strategy, being able to deploy Cohesity in Azure, you can start to you can start tearing the storage types, whether you want to go standard hard drive or premium SSD, depending on what the function and an auto tear that approach. So we potentially see big cost savings with Azure, and they're saying we want to work with you guys just to cost that out and see what kind of benefits we get there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, the storage tiering is something we see a lot of customers use, especially within the cloud, right? So both Azure, as well as other cloud providers, provide different tiers of storage within the cloud too, and that's directly interfaced into our software, making it very easy for you to select a tier and then automatically move between tiers for that. So, cool. I know I talked a little bit about SaaS and touched upon PaaS and IaaS as well too. I know, Julian, that's something you guys are starting to investigate and look at. Maybe you want to tell the audience some of the requirements and things you're looking for your SaaS and PaaS.
Yeah, absolutely. So in Azure, we're trying to embrace the PaaS approach as much as possible. We're starting to deploy SQL managed instances and Azure files and any other component which doesn't involve having an actual IaaS VM, as well as things like 365. I know there's capabilities with Cohesity on some of those, and you're very strong in AWS at the moment, but it's something we would be wanting to work closely with you to see some of those capabilities to be released. That would allow us to truly unify our backup strategy, because at the moment it's a little bit hybrid and where we're using the native approach.
How about any of you guys? You guys want to add anything on the SaaS or PaaS side?
On the SaaS side, we've talked to a couple of our vendors now, and just related to your first point there, we had several applications that, of course, weren't really being backed up, and we hadn't really dealt with that. So that's already been quite useful in that we have 3 now SaaS applications that are getting backed up. 2 are on-prem too, so which is kind of nice.
Yeah, cool. So I know we have just a few minutes left, and I do want to leave a few minutes for you guys in the audience to ask questions for me or for our guests here as well too. So maybe just to summarize, what's kind of one key takeaway or learning you want the audience to take away from your experience rolling out Cohesity?
I think for me, it would be don't just stop when you've hit your goal. So our goal was backups, and we did backups, and that was great, and realized, we can do this for storage, we can do this for test and dev, we can run against software to look for viruses or crypto lockers and things like that. So I guess just keep pushing and use whatever you purchased as far as you can use it.
Yeah, I think I can agree and add to that too, in that it's really refreshing with Cohesity being involved with a company that is innovating and developing as quickly as they do, and they really do have a quick dev cycle. We've had support actually get us new features within like a week or 2 of asking for them more than once. So but the ability to do that and like Carl was saying, being able to integrate some of those applications. Like we're in the process of putting SentinelOne on ours right now. We'll actually have antivirus application built into the unit. Wasn't at all anything we initially thought of doing. So,
I just want to second that with the active dev community and being able to communicate directly to the engineering team via GitHub has been really successful for us. They're extremely responsive. But also just to add that we went out to purchase a product to solve our backup problem. But what we've realized now is that we've invested in a platform, and I think the next stage for us is start to advertise some of these, some of the potential within the business to explain we've got this intelligent data set that we can start mining and leveraging, and for some processes which we need to get a hold of, like e-discovery, for example. It will be very exciting, and especially with I think the partner ecosystem will be really growing in the next 12 months, so it'll be interesting to see how it all evolves.
Great. Well, again, thanks guys for kind of giving your insights to the audience here. And I know we got a few minutes left, so I want to again open the floor up. I think we got microphones here up front on the two corners here. So yeah, just come up and shoot away. Guys, mics.
Check. All right. So I work at a law firm, and we're looking into using Cohesity. And one of the reasons is they have options for immutable backups. So you can't delete the backups until retention expires, and you can't reduce the retention. Are you using that? And if so, what has your experience been?
We have. It's as easy as clicking a checkbox, and away it goes. We keep it if we've moved a system to a new system, and I've turned the old one off, and we want to keep it as is, because if it's still involved in a case, they want that as it was that day, and we can do that. Say, here, it's been touched in 6 months.
So I'm the one on the panel here, not in the legal side, but life insurance is not that different, honestly. We have to be able to keep data, and we get legal hold requests, usually a couple a month. And we've actually been experimenting with not only being able to hit the locks on there, but also use the locks for our Azure data too. So including even if we have our standard is a 10-year retention, but that's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, we've also had to develop policies around role-based access control within places like Azure and within Cohesity to make sure that we manage the teams appropriately, so only certain people have got the ability to potentially destroy data. But sometimes we do have requirements, being a law firm, and that's been one of the critical transitions for us, is being able to get rid of tapes. So if we have a client which says we want all of our data removed, we can actually deliver on that request.
Excellent. Looks like we have a question on the other side.
Hello? Okay. Yeah, I work for the government, and so we have these long DR preparation scenarios before we actually do DR. Lots of meetings, lots of money. What impact has this had on y'all's DR planning for your companies? Would it reduce costs versus maybe how much Cohesity actually cost you to use their product, if y'all have done that analysis or not?
So overall, and this is more of a global response to that, but I used to work for a federal government agency too, so I know what it's like for that, and it has definitely lowered the cost. But I will say the bigger response that I could give is that it has lowered the time. Between things like our replication, the ability to have that data with a much better RPO, RTO that you can actually deliver, it's been a big impact.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Okay, one over there.
As far as Exchange Online backup, we do Exchange Online backup.
Yes, so the question is around Exchange Online backup. So yeah, we do support Exchange Online backups. We do granular restores per mailbox and whatnot. And if you're more interested, you could come to our booth in the trade show floor, and we could get a full demo.
Currently we don't, but it's something we would like. There's some key features for us missing, like calendar items, for example, which I will be having conversations with them today to see where they are on the roadmap, so I'm crossing my fingers.
Yes.
Hi. Is this okay? This thing's still on. Good.
Yes.
Hi. So I'm a software engineer at Cohesity. I'm wondering what new, off the top of your heads, what sort of new features would you like to see the most?
One of the new features I've heard is the ability to be able to point Cohesity as NAS and suck all the data out and put symbolic links in place. I think that's a very quick, easy migration cycle for getting data off there without changing the user experience. I hear that's coming quite soon, 6.4 or?
Yes, should be yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
guess for me, it's reporting, being able to, slice and dice things a little more. Like, how much of my data is being taken up by this job or that job?
So we've been on 6.4 here for a couple months now and started dabbling into some of the app marketplace things. And I think the one that's got us the most excited and we'd like to see developed and taken a lot further is the metadata analysis tools. The fact that you can take your data and, as Doug was mentioning before, I mean, forget about your data warehouse for this. You can actually just view your data you backed up an hour ago or 10 minutes ago and be able to run a lot of different analysis on it that way. Pretty cool.
Yeah, one question there.
Sorry, compliance question around data discovery. We're required to be GDPR compliant, which means there is a right to be forgotten. Are there any tools being developed to cover this as far as the archiving and the DevOps side of things is concerned?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. That's not something I'm an expert on, but in terms of the encryption, data shredding, those are all capabilities within the system. But again, you could come to our booth, right, and talk to one of our experts, and you could deep dive into that. But I don't know, Julian, or you're in the UK.
One of the ways we have approached that is we have set a policy where our data within the archive will only exist a certain amount of time. Being a law firm, we don't delete data.
Yeah.
So if our archive has a finite period associated with it, if somebody has a right to be forgotten, we can delete it from production, and within that time up period, that data will be also gone from the cloud.
Sorry,
archive.
okay, just to clarify this again, you're talking about the innovation side of things. We have certain data types or data labels that we cannot allow to be exposed to a dev environment because that tends to just propagate out of there. Are there controls in place? Is this something that we can do, or is that something still?
Yeah, so data masking is something that's coming soon on our product. So you could actually mask the data for the devs, for example, so they don't see the complete data set, only the parts that they want to test against.
And outside of masking, if I understand your question correctly, another thing that can be done is we will restore into silos in some cases, and I think that's what you're looking for is the ability to have a silo, whether it just be a siloed VLAN or something like that, where there is no ability for them to speak between the environments. And yeah, we do restore between those, and that works well.
Yeah, that's how we do our backups testing. It's been fantastic improving the functionality with an application in a disaster scenario.
Perfect. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, I think we're a couple minutes over time now. So again, thank you guys for joining. If there's any more questions, we'll be off here to the side. We can take those in a one-on-one basis. Thanks, guys.